Welcome to another Papa Smurf adventure. Going up, checking out the bridges and what they've accomplished. Let's get on with the adventure. Looking out to the west, we can see they are still hard at work on those bridges down there. What's all this dust down here? What's all this stuff flying around? Zooming in, we have birds. A lot of birds. They're out there in that dirt just rolling and fluffing and flying around and coming back and doing it again. And they're just having a great day taking that dirt bath. Well, today is Friday and I'm going to wait till Saturday to go down to those bridges. So let's head eastward. See a big bird down there too. Yes, these sidewalks are a mess. I mean, they leveled out the dirt and everything. Then we had a lot of rain and now it's dried up, and it's dried up all right. Here we've reached the entryway to the mobile home maintenance garage and the house that's on the property. Nothing's changed here, just a lot of dirt. Going a little further, yeah, they've got the pretty well landscaped over here. Looks good. Still got that internet cable sticking up out of the ground. Look there, they have the framing in for the curb on this west side. And they have the crosswalk in over there on the southwest corner. Taking a closer look, yeah, that's for the curbing. It's the only thing it can be. Continuing on with our walk, we've reached the northwest corner. And looking out in the middle there, yeah, they have the framing up for the curbing on the north side of the roundabout. Turning around and looking out to the south, boy, there's a lot to unpack in this. We have the new crosswalk over there, that looks really good. They have the edging put up to put in the curb. They got their machine there to drill the rebar holes so they can connect it all together. Yeah, it looks like they're working on that other crosswalk down there on the southwest corner. Or far southwest corner. There's only 4 corners. Taking a closer look at the border for the curbing on the north side of the roundabout. Yeah, they have a lot of rebar put in over here and across the way. They're getting ready. That crosswalk looks good too. Different angle on that north side curbing they're going to put in. You can see how the road's going to go and the crosswalk, and yeah, it's going to be different. I'm on the east side of the roundabout looking westbound. Well, get all that stuff out of the way, we might be able to see what they're doing. Hey, look there, they have that curbing in for the south side of the roundabout. Looking good. There on the southwest corner of the roundabout, we have 2 pipes sticking out. An orange pipe and a blue pipe. Looking at the west-south crosswalk here, yeah, that looks pretty good all the way around with the sidewalk and everything. That's looking really nice. Got a dust devil blowing across the road though. Zooming in, yep. One's got to be water and one's got to be electrical. Oh wait, the blue one's water The gray one has electrical coming out of it. What's the orange one for? 5 more weeks. 5 more weeks, they say, before they open this up. Walked up the one sidewalk, walked around the roundabout, and now I'm coming down the other sidewalk, heading westbound. Zooming in, we can see they've been really busy on this side of the sidewalk, way down there. Well, when we get there. Stepping out into the median and looking eastbound at the back side of the little border they're putting up for the curbing. As we slowly spin around to the westbound side, it's looking good. Yeah, they got that dirt in there and the edging in the median and stuff. The other side of that road's filthy. This side they swept and cleaned. Oh, what a dust ball that was. I had to close all my windows and board up the house. It was terrible. Zooming in as fast as we can walk. This is the center section of the road. Off to the right, you see where they're going to put in the entrance to the mobile home park next to my home, where that dozer is sitting to keep people from cutting across. Is the center turn lane into the mobile home park, and the left turn lane coming out of the mobile home park. Now, far off on the left-hand side, next to that little cat, you have the entry they've poured for the tower. That storm drain has become a collect-all. Or is that where they put everything in one central place so they can pick it all up at one time? Zooming in, we have traffic cones, large ones, small ones, medium ones, bunch of wood. Oh, we got a iron fence post in there. We got rebar. We got string. Well, we got just about everything. It rhymes. See, the one across from it's nice and clean, sitting there all purty. Purty. Purty it is. Hey, anybody up for golf with that big golf ball in the back? Zooming in. Oh, it's just got a little dirt on the top. Okay, the curbs need to be brought up to it. It's about what you're going to see when it's all done. Now, I've gotten closer to that middle section there. They still have the bracing up for the curbing there that they've just poured. Looking good. Zooming in, man, was I mistaken. They do not have the bracing behind that concrete. It's ready to be filled with dirt now. Here we have a storm drain that's right next to the entrance to the mobile home park. And can you remember how this storm system works? That's for an adventure later. It's the next evening, which is Saturday after Friday. Thank goodness they don't work on weekends. Oh, I need the beauty sleep. But hey, let's go on an adventure walk and see what's been going on. Looking off to the east, what happened to the sidewalk? There is dirt everywhere. Oh, that manure dirt again? Well, guess what? I said I was going to do on Saturday. We're going to switch it up. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The adventure today, we're going to go westbound and check out that new bridge they're putting in. I sure am glad they kind of swept around this area here. Easier to walk on. Getting past that dozer so we can see what's happening over here. We can see the new sidewalk that's off the left-hand side. That's looking good. We can see down this median on both sides. They're starting to fill it up with dirt. And way down there, I see a crane. A little further down, panning off the left, we can see how there's no sidewalk at all. No framing, no nothing. Wow. But they are starting to fill up the center section though. Can you feel it? Can you feel the suspense? Huh. We're getting closer. Meanwhile, here's another storm drain. Keep that in mind. How does that work? There's Goldfinch. Oh, it used to be Goldfinch. It's still Goldfinch. It's just not an entrance or an exit to the mobile home park anymore. No need for a street sign or stop sign. They can move that stop sign over to Bobolink when it reaches up to Goldfinch. No one stops there. Well, turning more to the right, showing the intersection with Bobolink and Goldfinch, there is a stop sign there. Golly gee, maybe we should put 2, just so people know they have to stop there. Hey, what's that? That looks like a brand new mobile home. Zooming in, by golly, it is a mobile home, a brand new one. There's another one behind it. And that's only 2 of 17 they're pulling in before the end of the year. Slow. Children playing. Well, come on now. What about the normal kids? Don't they deserve recognition? Well, as we get a little closer to the bridge, or bridges, yeah, on that south side, they do have some framing way down here for a sidewalk. Yep, that sidewalk goes all the way down there now. Well, the sidewalk, the framing for the sidewalk on one side of the sidewalk. Hey, guess what? There's another storm drain. There's one a little further down too, it looks like. Zooming in, we can see that they have the one side fixed where they want it. The other side just kind of sat there and kind of fallen down because it's not secured to the ground yet. Yes, just past the mobile home park. Mobile home park is those trees on the right hand side. There's an empty field. I don't know who it belongs to, but that is their storage unit, has been since construction began. So there's no driveway there, so they made their own driveway with dirt and rock, so they don't tear up the curbing they just put in. We're getting there. There's the intersection we're approaching. See that tire mark on that curbing? Do you know what that's from? Tire marking on the other curbing. You know what that's from too? Them beams are not small. It looks huge now and like a corn mess field, but when they get all the lights up and all the concrete in and all the lines drawn, it'll look better. Turning northbound, we see the on-ramp coming westbound on Tower Terrace Road. And then see that cement on the left-hand side that curves in there? That is the on-ramp from the eastbound side. Yeah. Here we're looking westbound. Both bridges in sight, right down the middle of them. One on the right has been completed. They use that for their travels back and forth and extra storage room on the left-hand side. Last time we were down here, they only had the 8 beams on this east side put in. And I see a beam on the west side put in. Let's see how much they've gotten done. Zooming in because it's rough terrain. We can see they have all them beams in on the west side over there. How convenient. We have a bridge right here. We can walk across and take pictures of the bridge they're putting in on the other side. Hey, remember those big, huge rebar sticking out? They're still there. Getting ready to connect the roads when they're done. Yeah, look there. I think this is going to be a lot better than a Lego or even a Snap Together. So what is it that the photographers always say? Work it. Work it. Yeah, they're working here. Now that I'm up onto the other bridge, I can peek over the railing here and see that center section they put in to hook the two sides of the bridge together. Here's the east side we put in. This is looking southbound down I-380. We're getting close to that center section where they put it together, make the two sides meet. You mean they have a ladder? Somebody has to climb up that ladder to work on the underside of that bridge? Yeah, they make a thing called a man lift now. I think that would be better, but yeah, well, I don't know. Kind of a tight squeeze. You have to level it all out. More work, just get the ladder. You know, from this angle, it almost looks like that tractor is going to try and drive over that bridge. But that tractor is sitting way over on the west side bank, so to say, over where they're putting in the on-ramp. Zooming in makes things look a lot different. Here we have east meeting west. Yep, just like IKEA. Exterior. This goes to the exterior. I hope it holds up better than IKEA. Peeking in, when they were delivering these, we saw all this rebar coming out of the ends of them. And they're going to interlock in between like fingers, and then they're going to pour concrete in there or something, or they're going to lock it in somehow. And then it's going to be locked into the base too, I guess. That's what they're doing in between. Must be. There it is in just a normal shot. Now we'll zoom in. Zooming in, yeah, nice straight line with them connecting all the way down. And they got to put concrete on top of this? Wow. Each beam is 80 tons by itself. Okay, and there's 16 beams there. That's a lot of weight. Here we can see how the beams are resting on the west side bank. Well, it looks like they're tearing down one of the big cranes. A lot of material in the back to get this bridge put in. Turning back, looking straight westbound. There's the off-ramp there off to the right, coming up. So the off-ramp's going to come up onto this side of the bridge. This is the right bridge. It's a crossover bridge. The right goes on the left, and the left goes on the right. We'll see when they get it done. And I've made it to the other side. Turning westbound across this intersection, because this whole thing's going to be an intersection here, and we're going to have roads on each side of it. Looking westbound on the north side. Yeah, there'll be a road on the other side, left side, which would be the south side. Okay, north side, looking westbound. This is getting confusing, people. They got the concrete layer just waiting. Zooming in. Yes, I think it's just an idle. Come Monday, they'll be putting down some concrete. Zooming in even further, we can see the road closed signs out there on Edgewood Road. Well, that's out there a ways. Stepping over to the south side of the eastbound lane of Tower Terrace Road, looking westbound. Well, looks like they got concrete down there. Yeah, wow. I can see Miller Road sign down there and the house that sits on the corner. That street looks nothing like what used to even be there. Looks a lot better. And that's just one side. Going from the road, the whole road used to be just as wide as what you're looking at right there, all the way down. So you can see how wide they're actually making this road. There'd be a lane on each side. Wow. Yes, zooming in, there's curbs on that street. There were no curbs before. So, yeah, that whole intersection's closed out. Wow. Yep, panning back out. We'll be heading to an intersection, a big one right up here. That's why it's so wide in between with the medians. Well, we'll see what it looks like once they get all the concrete down, all the curbing in, and you can see a storm drain over there off the left-hand side too. I was going to try and get a picture of this on-ramp they're putting in. We got so much stuff in the way, I can't get a better picture than this. Turning back off to the northwest. Yep, zooming in, I can get a good picture of that road closed down there on Edgewood Road. Well, time to head back home. This is looking eastbound on the westbound side of the bridge. Does that make sense to you? As we're heading over the eastbound bridge, looking off to the right at the westbound bridge they're putting in. Yes, when they're done, all that will be concreted in, filled up with nothing but concrete. Concrete and rebar. Rebar from the bridge beams. Rebar that's been implanted in the cement that they implanted into the ground that is implanted way in. Oh, let me tell you, that bridge is not going anywhere. Okay, now we're looking at the east end of the westbound bridge. But what's that sticking out of the ground down there? Zooming in, we have a black pipe with a mesh cap on the end. Let this adventure begin. Traveling across the eastbound side of the bridge, you can see how you would curve off to the left to go northbound on Interstate 380. And then you would curve off to the right to go back over to the eastbound lanes as you're heading straight to the westbound lanes. It's going to be an intersection. It's going to be crazy. Okay. Who said they had to go potty? I know this is an adventure. It's taken a while, but come on. Hold it, please. Anyways, here is the northbound on-ramp to I-380 as you're heading eastbound. Now we've crossed the bridge and we're going to be heading back off to the right-hand side to head eastbound in this intersection that's going to be here. Off on the right hand side, you have the on-ramp for North 380 as you are heading westbound on Tower Terrace Road. And there on the left hand side, you have the on-ramp to I-380 northbound, heading eastbound on Tower Terrace Road. Okay. How many accidents are going to happen right here where the two meet? Are they going to have a merge for one side or the other, a stoplight somewhere so that, Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. For the longest time, I didn't know what these white bags were filled with water all over the place. Until I saw it one day and saw the cement truck back up to it, and yep, they're cleaning out their runs and stuff into these bags. So these have got to be sifting bags to where the water will go through, but the concrete material will not, so they can take care of it, I guess. Here we are looking eastbound down the west side of Tower Terrace Road. So we're going to head back proper on the correct side of the road. So we're going to cross over. We are now looking eastbound down the eastbound side of Tower Terrace Road. And right off to the right here is the off-ramp onto Tower Terrace Road. Scooting more off to the right-hand side, we can see we have this staked out for how the off-ramp's going to come up to Tower Terrace Road. Now zooming in, we can see how they're going to have that sidewalk. Oh, look how that sidewalk curve back and forth, curve around that pole. It's going to have a kick out. It's like they do on each of the fire hydrants all the way down. So that's kind of funny. Don't know why. Because it's a pole? I have no clue. Hey, there's a clean out or drain. Storm sewer drain right there. Oh, that's in the adventure. Zooming in, yep, it looks like it's going to have it curve back out around that area where the pole's at. Don't make any sense. The pole's not in the way. Oh well. Huh. What are these things for? And are those bolts? Yep, by golly, they are bolts. Big ones, too. What are those for? Yes, Papa Smurf's Adventures. You learned something. You see it off in the distance there? Can you see it with the 4 bolts sticking up and concrete all around it? I think I found out what these things are for. Getting back onto the road and turn around, you can see the stakes, how they go across. I think that's how they're going to bring the sidewalk and the road, the off-ramp around. And is there a hole right there? What are they putting in there? That's for another adventure. I didn't see that there, did you? Let me tell you, if these wire cages are for those light pole things, they're putting those things deep in the ground. Can you see it? Can you see it? Zooming in, there it is. Zooming in, there it is. The lamppost. Yeah, another one. Okay, we saw where they're putting in the sidewalks. We saw where they're putting in the off-ramps and on-ramps. Now, let's go on an adventure. How do they work these storm drains? Well, let's start with this first one we come across and see. Now, if we look inside this one, we see it has a high side on the left, a low side on the right, and a tube that it goes out into. So this only drains off the right-hand side towards the bridge. Looking further eastbound, we have another one just down the ways. Let's check that one out too. Zooming in to look at the other one, well, looks like that curb kicks out to the left before it gets to it. I wonder why that is. Pulling back and getting the picture normally, we can see how this curb curves into this one here. So all the water from this side of that next drain would flow this way into this one, and they'd all flow down this way. So turning around and looking at the first storm drain we came across, we know it has a drain that only goes towards that bridge. So any water flowing into it would probably come out that pipe that's down there. What you think? Here we are at that storm drain where that curb kind of kicked out to it. And let's see, looking inside of it, looks like everything drains this way towards us. Turning around and looking across the street, yes, there is a main drain right there. Remember how they installed those? There's a drain on this one that runs all the way towards the roundabout. So this one is draining into that one, which is going to drain towards the roundabout. Now looking westbound on this side, yeah, the way that curb curves, it almost looks like the water from this point is going to run down to the other drain, or is that where that one bend is right there? Can you see it just past that orange flag? It looks like that's where it's going to either go right or left. You know, they have this graded just so perfectly that you can see the road tilts off to the left here a little bit for the drainage, so the water's not draining down the middle. It's all going to the edge. So right there is where it must have split to which drain it's going to go to. Interesting. Here's that new piece of sidewalk they just put in, and the curbing, and I'll put it down as another storm drain. Now remember, on that right hand side there, between the sidewalk and that curbing, well, near the curbing, closer to the curbing, there's a black tile pipe that runs from each storm drain on this side as well. So any rainwater that's getting trapped in between the two is going to also run off into that drain through the dirt. Fascinating how they do this stuff. We're getting closer to home. You can see the left-hand turn into the mobile home park. If you continued straight on down, you'd have to curve off to the right to go around the roundabout. Well, when they get this all cleaned up, we'll see more. Whoever Seymour is. Here's home. What's that sticking out of my hedge right there? Well, I'm not going to break my neck trying to get it taken out. It's just going to have to wait until they get the ground taken care of right there. Okay, this photo was taken on September 24th of 2022. And it is now September 27th, 2022. The company's been notified umpteen times about this. They haven't come out to fix it. Well, we've done what we can do. Hey, thanks a lot for coming along on this adventure. Join me next time when we're going to stretch it out a little bit, because I'm waiting another week before I do another video. Give them time to catch up on their little finite stuff they're doing. Till then, love you all. Bye.